visiting with Dallas Houston recently and kind of had a change here. For once, I was interviewing Dallas on a radio show, and I asked Dallas one of the things, what was the greatest thing that he thought that Gordon Wood did for Brownwood. And he said without a doubt the thing that Gordon Wood did for Brownwood was to change the whole attitude and the atmosphere of Brownwood. By teaching young men and young women to compete the right way, through hard work, through having great assistant coaches, and winning does an incredible thing for a community. And he said growing up in Brownwood prior to that, there was just kind of a cloud hanging over Brownwood. There wasn't much for people to be proud of. And then after Gordon Wood came in and the athletic department started having success, and I know there had been some success in some other sports, but really putting Brownwood on the map through the football championships, all of a sudden people started getting excited about living in Brownwood, and all of a sudden companies started seeing the excitement in Brownwood, and they wanted to come move their facilities to Brownwood, and Brownwood grew. And that attitude and that atmosphere continues today. And that is, there are great expectations of our young men and our young women as they compete in athletics, because Brownwood is known for having great athletics. And so these young men and young women are just another chapter of a book we're about to close for this year, after the state track meet next week, of course. And then we'll start writing the next chapter in the history of Brownwood High School Lion and Lady Lion athletics. And so it's an incredibly exciting time to be here. So proud to be part of the Brownwood Lions and Lady Lions athletic department. We have great coaches, and one of the things that I love as an athletic director is if we have sorry coaches, it's my fault. And nobody micromanages me and tells me who to hire and who I can't hire. And so the coaches that we bring in, I don't bring them in and let the principals interview them if I don't think they're going to be great teachers and great men and women of example and encouragement and role models for your sons and your daughters. And so I think we have an incredible coaching staff here at Brownwood, and we'll continue. Some of them move on to other callings in their life, other places, and yet we'll continue to to have great men and women coaching your children. I can promise you that. As you know, we'll try to treat your kids with great respect, but we'll work the dog out of them. And that will in turn hopefully carry over into their lives as they are faced with hard times, they're faced with obstacles, they're faced with challenges. And as I've told you before, I know many of you have heard me say this, athletics is just like life. It's a competition. And hopefully the things that our young men and our young women have learned through competition will help them be more successful in life. Obviously, there's competition for the colleges they want to get into. There's going to be competitions, maybe even to get into the departments that they want to get into as they start picking a major. There's going to be competition, hopefully, for husbands and wives. They're going to have other people that are going to want to marry that gal or that guy they have their eyes set on. Then obviously you get in the job market. There's competition to get jobs. Once you get jobs, there's competition for business, whether it's in sales or marketing or whatever you're in. It's competition. And then obviously, in my opinion, and I know many of you share the same opinion, the ultimate competition is heaven and hell. And so there is a competition in life going on, and it will last, in my opinion, for eternity. So I hope the things that we help teach young men and young women will be how to compete. Not only to compete, but to overcome hard times. And they're not going to win every time. But the key to that, of course, is how they respond to adversity. And I hope athletics will have helped them do that.